This afternoon, the nation remembers former First Lady and Georgia native Rosalynn Carter. Today, we take a look at the life and legacy she leaves behind. Thanks so much for joining us today for Fox 5 News at 4. I'm Christine Spiro. Mrs. Carter passed away Sunday afternoon at her home in Plains, Georgia, surrounded by family and friends, among them her beloved husband of 77 years, President Jimmy Carter. Her death came just 2 days after the Carter Center announced she had entered hospice. Fox 5 has live team coverage for you tonight as we remember Mrs. Carter and the momentous legacy she leaves behind. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live out inside the Carter Center for us. We also have Tyler Fingert live in Plains. We begin first with Fox 5 anchor Russ Spencer joining us live from outside the Carter Center. Russ?
Well, Christine, Rosalynn Carter leaves a tremendous legacy of service and dedication to others. Mrs. Carter was born at her home in Plains, Georgia in 1927, where her next-door neighbors were her future husband's family. Mrs. Carter once said that she wasn't interested in boys as a young girl and didn't, in fact, think she would marry. And that all changed when Mr. Carter came calling. She married the future president soon after he graduated from the Naval Academy in 1946, and they were married for 77 years. In a statement, the former president said, "Rosalynn was my equal partner in everything I ever accomplished. She gave me wise guidance, encouragement when I needed it. As long as Rosalynn was in the world, I always knew that somebody loved and supported me." Mrs. Carter will be well remembered for her commitment to the isolated and underserved. During her husband's time as president, Mrs. Carter was known to sit in on cabinet meetings, to speak out on controversial issues, and to represent her husband on foreign trips to Latin America, for example. But it was her work as an advocate for mental health that many say was before her time. Mrs. Carter spent decades fighting to get people with mental illness the same health insurance as those with other physical conditions. This morning, Good Day Atlanta's Buck Lanford spoke with CEO of the Carter Center, Paige Alexander, as she reflected on Mrs. Carter's life and how she would want to be remembered.
She always wanted to bring attention to the mental health issues that she saw on the road, both when she was the First Lady of Georgia, First Lady of the United States, and then here at the Carter Center. And so I think her memory needs to be about bringing attention to mental health and mental illness.
The former president was 56 when he left office in 1980. Rosalynn was 53, so they had a lot of life left. They responded to the disappointment of the re-election loss by dedicating themselves to the Carter Center to wage peace, fight disease, and build hope. Visitors from across the country have been here today to give their condolences to the Carter family. They shared special memories of the First Lady with Fox 5's Deidre Dukes. And Deidre joins us now inside the Carter Center. Those folks spoke about her life of service, Deidre, and her lifelong partnership with her husband.
They certainly did. So many loving memories shared today of the former First Lady. Many of those we talked to visiting from out of state, they told me that they had actually planned to visit here before learning of Mrs. Carter's passing. And yes, they spoke of her great life and legacy, the many contributions she made here in Georgia and to our country. As they toured the Carter Center today, they reflected on her great life and legacy, her humanitarian efforts, and as an advocate for mental health issues. Audrey Mias and Gian Andiojo paused to sign a condolence book for the Carter family before touring the Presidential Library and Museum Monday.
Actually, we've been planning to visit this library for like the past week now. So yesterday, before I booked it, that's when we heard the news. So we were just, we were saddened, but at the same time, we are really honored to be here to be able to honor their legacy.
The Carter's humanitarian work spans generations and serves as an inspiration to the pair who traveled to Atlanta for volunteer work.
We are actually here to do voluntary work for our church, and we are here to help out the community, just like the Carter family, just like Miss Carter.
Just like Mrs. Carter, a true servant leader who earned great admiration for her mental health advocacy and years of philanthropic work.
It is a sad time, and it's wonderful to see the impact that she had in life. The Habitat for Humanity is the thing that sticks in my mind as they left the president's seat. The wonderful work that they did within that.
Jimmy Carter was the first person I voted for president, and so I really have a lot of respect and admiration for both of them.
Arizona resident Greg Stock reflected on the Carters' great partnership during their 77 years of marriage as president and first lady, and in the decades that followed.
And I always liked that he said they were partners. I don't know, I get a little emotional about it.
An emotional time for many whose thoughts and prayers are with the Carter family in their time of sorrow.
Condolences, of course, and no matter what age, the entire family is grieving, and my sincerest sympathies.
Now, there are so many ways that you can pay respects to Mrs. Carter and her family. If you aren't able to make it here to the Carter Center, you can log on to the website rosalyncartertribute.org. You can share your memories of Mrs. Carter, offer condolences to the family. You can also learn more about the First Lady and find a schedule of upcoming ceremonies celebrating her life. And so many people just coming here even today, wanting to just be closer to her in some respects by being here at the Carter Center, Russ. And so many people who no doubt in coming days will be so willing and wanting to share their memories as well. That's latest here at the Carter Center. In the lobby here, back to you.